Back at a cinema, once upon a time, Disney released a new trailer. 'Twas 2009. Dearest Dan, a young film fan, he watched it and creamed. Burton adapting Carol? Why, that's a dream team. Fast forward 1 year to 2010. Poor Dan was disappointed again and again. For you see, for young Dan, his dreams, they were dashed. There was no love in this movie, just a goal of quick cash. The film, it was ugly, the 3D was a chore, and yet even worse, the narrative was a bore. From the source material they took none of the magic, instead made a Hollywood shit that came out quite tragic. The White Queen was annoying, the Red Queen was shrill, and the fucking Mad Hatter made me want to kill. Oh by God, the end product, by Christ it was rough. It gave us Matt Lucas twice, because one wasn't shite enough. But it made a lot of money, the language of industry, so all the execs thought, ooh, that went quite brilliantly. And so here we are again, 6 years from before, with a sequel now out that has left me slack-jawed. I couldn't believe it, it's worse than the last. How the fuck did they even manage that? Burton's gone this time round, Bobbin's given it a go, the man who directed the Ali G show. So what went wrong? How bad could it be? Well, let's break it down and have a look-see. They took nothing from the book except characters and name, and the plot they did give us was ever so lame. Some crap about sailing gets abandoned straight away in favour of time travelling to save the Mad Hatter's day. Oh god, it's so awful and inconsistently paced. The characters are shit too and I hope they get maced. Alice is crappy, stealing for selfish reasons. Kinda wanted the Red Queen to have her head for treason. The villain is more likeable. Jesus, ain't it crude? But you're supposed to dislike him because, he's rude? Everything he says is perfectly reasonable. Don't try to change time, it just isn't feasible. But apparently Alice doesn't want his helpful advice. She'd rather take his shit and let him die. Oh, isn't that nice? So she fucks everything up as she travels through time in a story more forced than the scheme of this rhyme. She sees the Hatter as a kid, for reasons I guess, tries to save the Red Queen and causes a mess. She discovers the origins of the Queen sisters' feud. It's over some tarts. Yep, that's what I viewed. White Queen hid some crumbs beneath where Red Queen slept. Conflict over baked goods. Oh, Lord Jesus wept. To its credit though, it all looks very pretty, just a shame it's all surrounded by plot, also shitty. The animators want a raise or some royalty bequeathed for holding together a film by the skin of their teeth. But even they couldn't save this with all of their skill. The environments are pretty but they offer no thrill. But that's not all I've got to offer, the film bellowed and cried. I'm enchanting and whimsical, it utters with pride. But that's not the case, is it? It's just overplayed. The nauseating performances all left me slayed. Everyone's chewing the scenery, the writing tries too hard, but it's got no substance, not even a shard. It doesn't matter if it looks nice or how wacky it all is. What's most important in movies? Answer that pop quiz. It's character, it's direction, it's story, it's art. This film ain't shit, just a sad wet fart. You try to be clever, taking lines from the book, but did you see their context first? Did you even have a look? Do you know why people love this world? Did you ever understand? Or did your eyes turn to dollar signs when you heard Wonderland? But this whimsy is charming. Is that not right? Well, too much whimsy can cause problems. Just ask Child of Light. A fine game for sure with its fights based on timing, but also annoying was its insistence on rhyming. Well, this film's more than that. It's delightful. It's true. Yes, but your delights are a gimmick, like the format of this review. You can't force enchantment. It has to come by itself. Tolkien didn't succeed because he threw in an elf. He made a world, a story, a journey with friends, which transitioned to a movie we'd want to see in the end. Rowling didn't achieve charm with a moving staircase. She found the charm in her characters, who were really fucking ace. Carol didn't need pretty pictures or a crazy concept drawing. He painted worlds with words that never got boring. And they had ideas and insight and wonder, you see. Why pay for your film again when the book's fucking free? What's your movie even about? No, really, I ask. And I don't mean none of that time travel crap. I mean, what's it about? Like, down at its core. What's the moral of the story that'll make me learn more? Friendship is key? I didn't see it that way. Let's take a look at a scene and see what it says. There's a moment in the movie where Mad Hatter is dying, for you see, Alice killed him by thinking he's lying. But don't worry, don't fret, this isn't the end. She believes her friend now, and he's all on the mend. Bullshit, fuck that, get out my fucking sight. Just being a good friend doesn't make everything right. A nice message perhaps, but one that should be barred from all but the sickliest Hallmark card. This isn't a message, it's a falsehood, a lie. It might be sweet for you, but for me it doesn't fly. What kind of message is that for the kids that you bore? You killed Grandad Baby Susie, you untrusting little whore. If only you believed him when he said he met Jack Evans, then he'd still be here with us, instead of up in heaven. To make matters worse, they put in more of this shite. You see, the Mad Hatter's parents keep him up at night, because he's mourning, you see, for they are very dead. But they aren't, it turns out. They're just missing instead. And though all evidence points to their complete demise, apparently outright denial will see through such lies. So don't worry kids, your dog Fido hasn't died. Forget what your parents said, don't trust them, they lied. If you believe hard enough, you'll know he's just gone away, and when you find him you can be sure that you're gonna play. But that's not how death works, it's final and concluding. The difficult discussion here wasn't worth excluding in favour of pretty pictures, hope and glee and all the shitty British stereotypes of guffawing villainy. Because the end of the day, no matter how good you looked, the rest of your movie can go and get fucked.